You may have seen recently that I got into 3D printing. It's like the new air fryer of things I won't stop talking about. And of course, that brought up a whole new range of opportunities for automating it. So in this video, I'm going to show you the first 4 automations that I've set up to help me keep my 3D printer running as efficiently as possible. Hi, I'm James and I've been building out my smart home for years, with products from just about every manufacturer out there, figuring out what works and what doesn't. And a quick heads up here, this video is not sponsored at all, but some of the products featured were previously sent to me for reviews. So the very first thing I did when I plugged in my new Bamboo Labs A1 was to plug it into a smart plug. But not just any smart plug. I used an energy monitoring one like the Sonoff iPlug, which I previously reviewed. This allowed me to do a bunch of useful things, from tracking its energy consumption so I know the true cost of a given print, to auto-shutting it down after it's been idle for a while. I then discovered there's actually a really good hacks integration for Home Assistant, which immediately tells me when it finishes and loads of other useful information. So with these 2 things in place, let's see what I was able to automate. The first thing I did after installing the brilliant hacks plugin was to take the fan that I recently made smart with the Sonoff Basic Gen 5, wiring it up with proper ferrules this time, and point it at the final resting place of the bed. So now as soon as a print finishes, it comes on automatically to cool the print down, so that by the time I get up there, it pops right off the bed. And with that done, the next obvious automation to add was the reverse of this. Whenever a print starts, if the fan is already on, turn it off to avoid it messing with the print. Unfortunately, I didn't think of this obvious one before learning the hard way, so I ended up with a slightly messed up first layer on this little tool caddy that I was printing, because I forgot to turn it off. The third thing I did is after a print finishes and the fan has cooled the bed enough, if I still haven't come and started another print, I wanted to save energy and make sure everything is left safe by automatically powering off the entire printer. So in comes that smart plug again. By checking that the printer is in the finished state for 20 minutes in the hacks plugin, and confirming that the energy use of the printer has dipped below its running level for that entire time, I can safely power it off completely. So if a print finishes overnight or while I'm out, I can be sure that it's left in a safe state and not wasting loads of energy sat there doing nothing. And finally, number 4. Now I don't know about you, but I've seen so many things that I want to 3D print that when it comes down to actually printing something, I can't usually remember what I was going to print next. That is usually until I pick something and start printing, and then it suddenly dawns on me what I wanted next. Or I'll then come across something on MakerWorld that I want first. But at this point it's too late, I've already started printing something else, which is going to take 4 hours. So to solve this problem, I added a next 3D print URL helper in Home Assistant, which is just a text field where I store a URL. This is so that when I'm browsing for my next print, and I see the thing that I really want to print next, I simply share it via a Siri shortcut. This then sets the helper conveniently for me in Home Assistant, so that when my automation runs when a print finishes, it sends me a notification reminding me of what I wanted to print next. Super handy. And last but certainly not least, in at number 5, I've managed to glue together a couple of bits of excellent software from the community to automatically keep track of my filament. See, when you get into 3D printing, you quickly realise that your biggest investment is not actually the machine, it's the filament. And you can very quickly end up with more than you can keep track of. So that's where this lovely bit of software, Spool comes in. It gives you a nice interface for keeping a database of your filaments and individual spools, the amounts left on them, and even where they're located. And handily, there's an add-on for Home Assistant, which makes it really easy to install. And there's also an integration which makes it easy to see at a glance and create automations to notify you when you're low on a given filament. You can even automatically update the remaining filament on a spool in Spoolman when a print finishes. So let me know if you'd like a video on how I've crudely managed to do that. And for my next trick, I plan on having an alert that tells me if the current spool likely has less filament left on it than the current print expects to use, which would be super handy. In summary, getting this 3D printer has been a genuine life changer. I am actually astonished at how low the barrier to entry is these days, and how much the value has improved too. I have printed everything from fun little toys to wall mounts for the filament, and even custom mounts for all of my recording equipment. Lighting, mic, camera, everything has been made better and this is just the start. If you would like to see more 3D printing content in future, do please let me know down in the comments. I don't necessarily plan for my channel to become all about it. I will try and keep it relevant to smart home tech and our products. But with that said, if you liked this video crossover between 3D printing and smart home automation, do please give this video a like and be sure to subscribe to me for more videos like this in the future. And please consider supporting the channel in any way that you can using the links over on my website, and I will be eternally grateful. Thank you again so much for watching, and as always, remember, home is where the smart is.